All right, so I got a question. Should I, from GGAS28, Google has this Android developer certification that teaches Kotlin, says it's a 5 to 6 month course. Do you think it's worth doing? So this is it. Android, Associated Android Developer Certification. Accelerate your move towards a career in mobile app development. Learn to build simple Android apps with Android basics and Kotlin training. No prior experience necessary. Then take the Associated Android Developer Certification exam to gain recognition of your skills as a developer. So before we get into the question about whether you should do this particular thing, you have to answer the question about why you should certify. And I did a video on this, and it's still relevant. It's probably one of my better ones. It's an old one. If you go to youtube.com/rbxrob, it's called Why Certify. So if you go down here and you search for Why Certify, I still think it's one of my better videos. And it's old. It's really old. I made it a year ago, it looks like. It's funny, it hasn't had many more people. It is an hour, half hour long, but this video covers the many different jobs that you might end up wanting to get and why you would get them. And God, it was so long ago, and whether you should get a certificate in general. And I'll cut to the chase. The TLDR is certificates help build trust with a certain type of employer. And so you have to ask yourself, why are you getting the certificate? If you're getting the certificate because you want to get your job, then it's actually, you're getting the certificate because you want to, you want to produce trust with a potential employer, and that depends on the employer, and not all want that. So that's what this video is about. You can watch that. So then the next question is, and again, there are some jobs that require a high level of trust and you would never certify in. And then there are other jobs where you must have certification and credentials and all that stuff in order to get them. That you can't even get them. It's legally impossible to get them. And then there's stuff in the middle. And so that's why people get kind of stuck. Like, where am I? So that's the crux of that video. You can go watch it. So the second answer to this is, do I want to get a Google certificate? So if you're going to get a certificate at all, then you should get one from some sort of institution that's going to provide the most trust. And to the business world, a Google anything is probably pretty trustworthy, despite my personal feelings about Google as a company. And it's really important that you understand that about me. I have one opinion set about Google as a company, and another about the platform and the technology and the people that are involved at Google. So they're different. They're separate, right? So when it comes to establishing trust in certifications and technology and stuff, I suspect a lot of Google's educational platform stuff, particularly for Android, is very, very valid. In fact, Google made Android. So this is the only certification I would ever entertain if I was going to become a mobile apps engineer. It doesn't interest me at all to become a mobile engineer, but if I were, I would definitely get it. Now, if you're getting a certificate because you want the education, you don't need a certificate for that, right? You can go through and practice and set up your own learning plan and do the whole RWX method, and you don't need to do any of that. It's just whether you have confidence in yourself enough to set up your own training plan for what it takes to learn it, and that fundamentally depends on whether you even know what to learn. So starting with Kotlin, right? So if I want to be a mobile app developer, I'm going to learn Kotlin. Well, there's lots of ways to do mobile development that is not Kotlin related, right? So it's like not knowing what you don't know. Certificates help you know what they think that you should learn. And then it's more a matter of trusting them to give you the right answer. I would definitely get a second opinion. I would ask a bunch of mobile developers who have jobs. I would read about a bunch of job posts about what do you want to do as a mobile developer. And then I would make the decision about what certificates to get. Because I happen to personally believe that Kotlin is the best one. And if you're going to get Kotlin, you might as well get it from Google, because Google is the authority in all things Android. Just like I would tend to want to get a cloud native certification from Cloud Native Foundation, even though the O'Reilly material seems to be better. So certificates are about education and producing trust with a potential employer. That's what they're about. And both of those things can be accomplished without the certificate. So that's the answer. I'm going to end that video.